Hello, I'm Michael Glass from the FXcast Market Analysis team. This is our FXcast Market Analysis trading plan. In each of our videos, we try to identify high probability trading setups. We'll evaluate the gold chart to see if there's any leading sentiment. We will create a low volatility watch list, an inside bar watch list, and we'll review the economic calendar to see if there are any releases that could affect our open and new trades. As always, please send your comments and feedback to analysis@fxcast.com.
Okay, as we move on to our euro dollar, we can see a couple things. First, I want you to notice our downtrend line that we've been watching, and notice that we went right on up to it. And even though we also failed at the 200, but we failed at our downtrend line, and also our newly forming uptrend line we're watching. So there's a wedge that we're watching, in addition to this 1.38, 1.36 channel that even though we broke out of it, we came right back, broke out of it, came right back. Sure, the grease and whether or not just staying in the bailout brought us back into it. But you can see that 1.36 stopped this move down. So we're going to see where we break out of this, so watch for a break above 1.388 or below 1.36. Here on the 1 hour time frame, we can see we are in a neutral zone just above our long-term moving average. And when we look at who's in control, we can see the parallel price action, the snaking of the currencies. And what do we see with price action? It's also consolidating. So no one's really in control, although it does show the dollar's above fractionally. Little up move here to euro, but basically going side to side. Same thing here with the dollar, a little up, but for the most part, it's going side to side. And that's what we see in our price action. Right now, we did have just a little extreme move for up move, and we did get that, but we are in a neutral zone, so we'll have to see where we go from here. For the pound dollar, we can kind of see a much larger range that the pound dollar is in. And if we wanted to, we could come on over here and draw the downtrend line there and some type of, uptrend line here. But I'm not sure how valid that's going to be. But it certainly is something to watch. Right now, we're sandwiched in between the 200 and the 50 moving average and the 20 moving average. A little consolidation here. You might be able to, although again, we see a much larger range. You could make a slight argument that there's going to be some support here at the 1.59 price level. And again, I'm just watching those wicks here and then what's being honored right around here. So again, sort of like the euro dollar, we'll see what happens, which way we're going to break, above the 200 or back down to test the 50 moving average. On a 1 hour time frame, we are in a neutral zone. Again, we can see the snaking of our currency pairs, and we see thus the consolidation of price here. Dollar is in control, which would imply a potential for the price to go lower. The pound is moving up a little bit, but look how long it's really just been going sideways. Same thing with the dollar. Again, we got a heads up that we might bottom a little bit. But right now, we are in a neutral zone. And we're going to finish off with the dollar franc. And we've been watching two areas here, 0.891 and 0.857. And once we tested it and came down, tested 200, and now we're in that range. And so that's what I'm looking for a breakout of. Certainly you can watch the lows here and see 0.8734. See if we break that, we're probably going to run down to 0.857. And again, watching a break higher here. On the 1 hour time frame, we are in a neutral zone below our long-term moving average. Again, more snaking from here, which means more consolidation and price action. Ever so slightly, franc's in control, and the story remains the same. Moving up on the franc, but really sideways. Moving up on the dollar, moving sideways. Here we got a heads up of the potential topping action, which we did get here. But likewise, the action is in the neutral zone. As we approach today's watch list, we're starting off with our low volatility, which is our 1 hour time frame using Bollinger Bands, watching the high and low of those upper lower bands, and hopefully we'll see a break in the direction of the trend. For that, we'll be watching the Aussie dollar. For our inside our watch list is where we take the day's range, Friday's range, and compare it to Thursday and see if any of the pairs are within that range. And once again, we watch for a break of the high or low. For that, we will also be watching the Aussie dollar. Let's check out the economic calendar. As we look at our economic calendar, you can see we're kind of light for the day. Retail sales for European Union, Halifax for the pound. Overall, a very light day, so we'll see if there's any layover, any carryover from last week with the Greece bailout situation, and if there's any stabilization in the Eurozone, um, uh, based upon, I guess they did finally decide to stay in the bailout package.
We would like to thank you for watching our FXcast market analysis. As we continue to improve and make adjustments so that you're getting value from our videos, we want you to take the time to give us feedback, give us comments, send us questions about what you would like to see in our videos, and you can send those comments and feedbacks to analysis@fxcast.com, or you can post to our daily forum. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.